Hello, everyone. My name is Mrs. Lariviere. I teach biology and anatomy and physiology at Baldwin Middle Senior High School. And today we're going to walk through some policies and procedures for my class to better understand them. So for biology, what we've learned so far is quite a bit. So the first week we kind of went over the process of science and how the scientific method works in everyday life, and just recapping from previous science classes to kind of set the tone for this science class. We then hopped into our biochemistry unit, which we are currently still working in. So we talked about properties of water for about a week, the 4 different biological macromolecules, and enzymes is what we just finished up actually today. And then future topics are going to be talking about DNA replication, cytology, which is the study of cells. We're going to spend a little bit of time on plant anatomy and physiology before we talk about cell reproduction and division with mitosis and meiosis. And that's going to bring us out to about the end of the second quarter. For anatomy, we've learned some introductory topics towards anatomy and physiology, so some reference points, vocabulary, homeostasis, positive and negative feedback mechanisms. We've also recapped some things that they learned in biology, so macromolecules we went over, enzymes. We've talked about the cell cycle, mitosis, and cancer. Right now we are in our histology unit, which is the study of cell tissues. We've talked about epithelial and connective tissues. Later this week we will talk about muscle and nervous tissue before we head on into our organ systems. So we're going to talk about first the integumentary system, which is your skin, nails, and hair. Then we're going to go to the skeletal system right around Halloween, which is always fun. And then ending out the second quarter with the muscular system. Okay, this year turning in work is a little different, obviously, due to the different policies that are in place. So there are 2 main ways to turn in work. If the assignment is easy enough for me to kind of spot check as I walk around the room with my class list, then I will do that at the end of the beginning of class. Things like a notes page or essential questions, so exit tickets or bell ringers. If it's a diagram, you know, for anatomy or something, I can quickly walk around the room and get everyone's grade that way. However, if the assignment requires me to sit down and go through the work, then the student will have to take a picture of that, and they've been doing this since the beginning of the school year, and they're very good at it, and just uploading that assignment to the class focus page. There will always be an upload spot for the assignment, and so I'll be able to see that on my own time and look at that and grade it appropriately. I also have a Baldwin homeroom class for biology 6th period, and so if that describes your child, then they will have, and they've had access to all the electronic files, and they'll just upload everything to Focus. My contact information is written there in the form of my email. It is my maiden name. Once you start typing that in, my married name, Lariviere, will pop up, and you'll be able to click on that. And then tutoring hours are from 2:15 to 3:30 on Tuesdays. If you are a Baldwin homeroom student, you can still participate in virtual tutoring. You would just have to set aside some time for me to log onto Teams and join a live meet so that I could help you with whatever you need for the class. My grading policy, as it's stated in my syllabus, is written here. So all grades are based on a point system that are uploaded into Focus, which is our grade book. During any given week, your student can expect the following assignments. So especially for biology, PENDA is a biology assignment only, so not really for anatomy, but everything else is the same. So you can expect a notes page on the learning topic that we're focusing on that week, some sort of activity or lab that we'll work on throughout the week. We'll answer some essential questions that are aligned to the learning standard that we're looking at, and then usually ending out with a quiz. Okay, unless we're talking about we're ending a unit, and then we're usually working on a study guide and a unit test. It's a little different. All assignments, therefore, are going to have specific due dates that are noted in the grade book on Focus. Okay. However, if a student is absent or whatever the reason may be, there's a plethora of reasons, but the students can and they know to turn in the work past the due date for full credit until a specific date is posted for all work due for a specific quarter. Okay. So usually be a couple of days before the end of the quarter, I'll say all work is due. So if you want to turn in work from 3 weeks ago or 3 days ago, I will still take it to a potential full credit grade if you get it to me by that date. I really have due dates in Focus just to keep everyone organized, and I implement zeros on a weekly basis as I update the grade book, just to remind students and to remind me as well of who has and hasn't done the assignment. Okay, if you are absent and you are in my Baldwin homeroom class, meaning you're completely online 100% of the time, you definitely want to check out the announcements on our Teams page. Okay, I record all the live meetings, and if the lesson has been pre-recorded, there has been an announcement giving you direct instructions on how to complete the lesson for that day. If you're still confused or have any further questions regarding what was missed and how to make it up, you can either tag me in a question on our question channel in our Teams page, or you can send me an email specifying your question, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. I want to just take a minute to thank you guys for stopping by my PowerPoint today. I know this is not a regular open house, but I just want to say you guys are appreciated. Thank you for spending time with me today. Don't hesitate to ever reach out to me with questions or concerns regarding my class. I'm happy to answer any and all questions or concerns, and I hope everyone has a great day. Thank you again. Bye.